那是一段树枝。啊，小声头。
Hello everyone, I'm Casa. Recently, the animated film Niu Lai has blown up both inside and outside China. Created by a mother-son team over 5 years of hard work. It has sparked massive online discussion with all kinds of mixed opinions. I'm staying in an ordinary inland small city in mainland China. Reading countless clips and comments online can only tell you so much. Nothing beats seeing the real-world situation in person. So for this video, I will visit several local cinemas. Without preconceived ideas, I will show you what the real-life popularity of this movie actually looks like in an average Chinese city. Come along with my camera. Let's get started. Let's head to the first cinema. The city I'm in doesn't have a huge population. We just need to walk through this alley. Take the elevator to the 3rd floor, and we're there. People are sitting in the lobby waiting for the movie to start. The 3:30 p.m. screening of Niu Lai has already started. So we can't go in anymore. But since we're here, I might as well show you guys what movie theaters in China look like. You'll almost always see power bank stations and claw machines in Chinese cinemas. With so many kids here for the summer holiday, these facilities really come in handy. Take a look at the menu on the screen. A large iced cola is only 10 RMB, which is less than $1.50. Even a popular drink like mango pomelo sago is just 15 RMB for a large cup. I'm sitting down in the lobby now, so I might as well take this time to show you guys the attendance rates for the other movies playing today. Look at this one. Odyssey. Is it showing in theaters where you live? At least for this time slot, the attendance isn't looking too great. Then we have Better and Better. Welcome to Dragon Restaurant, Blank Shot, and Demon Detective of Tang Dynasty. The attendance for all of these is pretty low, with plenty of empty seats. The most surprising one is Kung Fu Women's Football. There isn't a single ticket booked for it yet. But if you look at Niu Lai, the one we originally came to see, it relatively has the highest attendance rate among all of them today. No wonder it's been trending so much online. Since we missed the showtime at the first theater, we're now catching a taxi to a second one. The drive is only a quick 10 minutes. I can pick our seats and pay for the tickets right on my phone while in the car. Once we get there, we just scan a QR code to print our tickets and head straight in. It's incredibly convenient and fast. This is the efficiency of a small Chinese town. There are basically no lines. Just opening up my phone here. We usually use apps like Meituan, Dianping or Douyin. You just tap the movies and shows section, and it pulls up the locations of all the major theaters. Then, depending on your schedule, you just pick the theater and showtime. Select your seats and pay directly. Look at this ticket I booked for Niu Lai today. It's incredibly only 23 RMB. That's just about $3 US$20. After the payment goes through, not only does a QR code pop up for ticket collection, there's even a countdown timer at the top showing when the movie starts, which is super thoughtful. Just like that, during this short 10-minute drive to the second theater. It took me less than 2 minutes to get everything sorted on my phone. For the rest of the ride, I can just sit back quietly in the car, without worrying about a thing, just enjoying the AC and taking in the scenery outside the window. Everything is just perfect. Crossing the bridge ahead, we'll be at the second theater in no time. Honestly, living in our small town, getting around is completely stress-free. Take the taxi I'm in right now. It's incredibly only 1.8 RMB per kilometer, which is about 25 cents in USD. It's a hot summer day outside, but the AC in the car is blasting. The movie theater is right by the street. The sign is huge, so you can spot it at a glance. Now let's just follow the sign's directions and head upstairs. After walking in, we head straight to this self-service ticket machine. Just tap Pick Up Ticket on the screen, pull out the phone, and scan the QR code we got from booking earlier right here. With a quick sound, the paper movie ticket is automatically printed out. Next, we simply take this ticket to the ticket checkpoint and hand it to the staff. They will then friendly direct us on which way to go and which theater door to enter. The whole process is incredibly smooth. We just sat down, and the movie is about to start. Looks like our timing was absolutely perfect. Actually, generally speaking, in Chinese movie theaters, even if you are a few minutes or up to 10 minutes late, the staff will still keep the access open and let you in. Most cinemas here are quite accommodating and flexible in that regard. The opening of Niu Lai is incredibly bold and raw. It completely ditches fast-paced commercial editing, using extremely slow shots to create a sense of ritual around the birth of life, and a lone bird to foreshadow the theme of growth. It went viral precisely because of this unconventional approach. Audiences have simply never seen such a slow, unpolished and uncommercial opening in a movie theater before. This massive novelty factor instantly grabbed people's attention, turning it directly into a huge internet meme. During the screening, some of the sound effects used in the movie actually scared my daughter a bit. This is her first time ever watching a feature film in a theater, even though I was whispering the plot to her along the way. I'm still not entirely sure how she was processing everything on the big screen sensorily, but it makes sense why it might feel a bit unfamiliar to her. Because Niu Lai is a truly unique piece of work. It completely breaks away from the domestic animation industry's assembly line. It's an 86-minute feature, completed independently over 5 whole years. Primarily by a mother and son duo. In the movie, You see low poly modeling, extremely plain character designs, and even weird proportions for some of the animals. From an industrial standard, its completion level is quite low, with plenty of technical flaws that ordinary commercial films would never allow. But right behind this roughness lies a completely original story. Character setup and rich symbolism. It's not an adapted IP. It holds a very strong sense of personal expression from the creators.
小绳头它咬我，
是草蛇，不是绳头，一定是你先招惹它的。
As a grassroots independent animation that actually managed to get a theatrical release, its production model is an incredibly rare exception in the Chinese animation industry. Even though it lacks gorgeous visual effects and polished commercial packaging, it carries a raw yet incredibly sincere vitality. In an era crowded with assembly line blockbusters, this movie feels like a handmade. Unpolished toy, flawed in many ways, and perhaps even a bit clumsy. But you can truly feel the soul and passion the creators poured into it behind the screen. Perhaps that is exactly why it manages to overcome its technical barriers and touch so many audiences. It is imperfect, yet remarkably pure. When it comes to the voice acting in Niu Lai, I have to mention its unique, wild, and unpolished feel. As I mentioned earlier, this movie was primarily completed independently by a mother and son. Therefore, they naturally didn't hire any professional voice actors or big stars for the roles. Many of the voices sound like ordinary people just casually recording with a microphone at home. There is no meticulous industrialized audio tuning, nor is there that perfectly enunciated broadcasting tone. In some parts, the phrasing and emotions even carry an inexplicably awkward yet endearing clumsiness. However, it is exactly this unapologetic amateurishness that has surprisingly become a major highlight of the film. The voice of that ugly cute little cow reveals an unpolished, naive and hilarious vibe. Every time it speaks, that inherent down-to-earth comedic effect just makes you want to laugh out loud. It's not flawless like characters in commercial blockbusters, but it is incredibly real and vivid. This somewhat rough voice acting actually matches the movie's low poly visuals surprisingly well. Listening to these voices feels as intimate and familiar as the everyday chatter of neighbors we hear in our small town. It breaks the stereotypes of assembly line dubbing, bringing the audience an unprecedented sense of relaxation. Although it's not professional, you can hear the sincere desire to express behind every single line. Perhaps this is exactly the most charming aspect of grassroots independent cinema. The seats in this theater are actually really comfortable. It was a great experience overall. After the movie, we spotted this poster for Niu Lai in the cinema lobby. Look at this art style. Doesn't it have that exact same raw, wild vibe as the movie itself? No fancy printing, just an ugly cute little cow, drawn directly on a whiteboard with a marker. It says masterpiece at the top, and the cow is shouting "Mom" in the speech bubble. My daughter was instantly drawn to it as soon as we came out. She couldn't help but reach out to touch it, and stood there staring for quite a while. Even though it's incredibly simple and casual, this is honestly the most unique and sincere movie poster I've ever seen. Alright, that's a wrap for today's theater vlog. In this small city, whether it's the super cheap taxi rides, the affordable popcorn, or such a sincere and wild indie animation, it all makes this slow-paced life feel incredibly real and relaxing. I wonder if you guys enjoy this kind of down-to-earth small-town routine. Let me know and chat with me in the comments. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'm Casa, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.